We all love watching the gardening videos of the Jacques in the Garden YouTube channel. Jacques Lyakov is the man behind this popular channel. His story is quite fascinating. In this video, I'll tell you how Jacques stumbled upon gardening and fell in love with it, and how for his love of gardening, he dropped out a PhD. I'll also tell you about his content creation journey. So, now let's start from the beginning. Jacques Lyakov hails from Bulgaria and is a Bulgarian. Prior to 2020, he was a stranger to gardening, but thanks to his curiosity and habit of reading books from cover to cover, he picked up his first ever gardening book, How to Grow More Vegetables, authored by John Jevons. This book not only taught Jacques about double digging, soil preparation, and different kinds of plants and systems, but also provided him with a script to start his garden, and in 2020, he decided to get into gardening and chose a place for it, which was just a sea of grass with a random cactus and an empty bed. After Jacques filled the whole area with tomatoes and stakes and strings, the garden worked out, and this made him fall in love with gardening. He started growing continually. The rich flavor of his tomatoes deepened his interest in gardening, and in addition to growing plants, he also built an ecosystem with bugs and bees resembling wilderness to maintain a balance. Jacques started reading many gardening books and putting them into practice. Even though he started with using synthetic chemicals in his garden, he later switched to organic. After studying Bachelor of Science in Earth Sciences, Jacques studied for a MS degree at Scripps Institution of Oceanography, University of California, San Diego, from 2015 to 2017, and in September 2018, he started studying for a PhD in geology there. While doing PhD, Jacques started building his garden and a bigger back garden, and at the time, as he was cash-strapped, he built a custom chicken coop under $2,000 by repurposing a variety of materials. In 2020, Jacques watched Kevin Espiritu's video, 2 Easy Methods to Revitalize Old Potting Soil. Kevin is the founder of Epic Gardening, a popular gardening YouTube channel and a gardening business. After watching the video, Jacques messaged Kevin on Instagram and gave a few recommendations on improving the soil. At the time, Jacques was his neighbor, and he read his message, but as Jacques had a pumpkin as his profile photo, and as Jacques is a French name, Kevin assumed him to be an old French man and was scared to meet him, but he met him anyway. In September 2020, Kevin moved into the Epic homestead and was struggling to manage his garden all by himself. So he put a call out for a garden assistant, to which Jacques applied and got the job. At the time, Jacques started losing interest in the PhD. He originally chose to do a PhD in geology for his love of outdoors, but in reality, he was spending a lot of time in the lab, which he didn't like. Kevin bought a warehouse for shipping raised garden beds and Birdie's beds in 2021. As he needed help, he offered Jacques a position at Epic Gardening, and thanks to this, he dropped out of the PhD in June 2021 and started working at Epic Gardening. There, initially, he started operating forklifts to drive and ship orders, and later became a creator and research lead. After getting backyard chickens in his garden, Jacques started doing many gardening activities and decided to document them. His content creation journey began on Instagram, where he was initially known as Garden Hermit, but later, he renamed himself to Jacques in the Garden. Jacques started his YouTube channel, Jacques in the Garden, on September 9, 2021, and published his first video, Jacques in the Garden Channel Intro, on September 25, 2021. Currently, he has 445K subscribers on YouTube and 369K followers on Instagram. He is also on TikTok. Teaching has been one of Jacques' passions. While studying PhD, he used to teach, and after becoming a YouTuber, he teaches gardening to many people. His urban garden is in San Diego, California, and he also lives in San Diego. His favorite plant is tomato, and he loves cooking, pizza, and DIY projects. So, how are you inspired by Jacques Lyakov's story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written his story on my website. Find the link in this video's description. For more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my channel.